Good morning, October 31st. Happy Halloween! And this guy had a big poop, double poop. So I had to go back and forth to the trash after picking it up. He had a big one and then picked it up, threw it away, and then right away he had another one. Damn, I am feeding you too much. You're begging me for too much food. Thought my front camera was messed up. I went to the Apple store yesterday and it was blurry right now and it looked like it was a scratch. But always quick to blame, right? That's what I learned growing up, and I have to definitely change that. But it was, I don't know what it was, but I was able to take it off. But yeah, got my port fixed. Luckily I didn't have to get my phone replaced. I was having issues where it was having trouble charging consistently. Any little move, it wouldn't charge, or if I had an earpiece on, it would constantly cut off, and it was just a piece of lint. And then I'm also getting my earpiece replaced as well. So yeah, today's Halloween. Trying to get in the excited mood. I want to do something today to celebrate on my lonesome. Thinking of what I want to do, but I want to get all my work, most of my work done if I can. That's right. I yesterday I was productive, got my calls in, and then I went to I went to an estate sale. It was raining. That's right. I was getting excited. It was raining. That was fun. And then I went to the library afterwards and worked on a lot of the financials that I've been waiting to do, and been giving me a lot of anxiety. So I still have some more work I have to get done, but the main part I think I got done. So just being at the library just kind of helps me focus, and I just gotta make an effort of being okay with leaving clutch at the house and going to the library and getting work done. And had a productive day yesterday. I think I also listed a couple items, and I was wearing this shirt or this sweater yesterday at the library. Believe in yourself, be you. And some guy commented or mentioned that he liked my sweatshirt, and we just had like a whole 30-minute conversation about life and people and being present and being grateful, and just helping ourselves, how we try to continue to grow and help ourselves be happier, be more at peace with the society around us, and just learning to control the uncontrollable and minimize our stress by being self-aware, being aware of how you're feeling, why you're feeling what you're feeling, and not just reacting. And I think we're living in a stressful life where we're working constantly. We don't have any time for ourselves, and we just react because we're just so tired, we're so stressed. And that's why something like this, walking or just sitting on your own, and that's one thing that I've been talking about recently, is just getting rid of all my my dopamine what's the word, my the things that give me dopamine, just managing those, and and just finding more quiet time. And like these last couple of days, I've been wanting to look at porn or smoke weed, and I didn't, and it was a struggle, but I went through it, and after I was through it, I felt good, and I was able to focus a little bit more. I was able to pay more attention to the stuff I was doing. Yeah, see, it's easier to talk about that stuff when nobody's watching, and when I don't know anybody. Like posting this on Instagram or something. I mean, I'm sure I'll get a lot of thank you for sharing this and that, um, or people feeling sorry for me, or people not feeling sorry for me, but in a good way, like just concerned and want to make me feel better or whatever. And that's not what I'm looking for. I'm just sharing so that hopefully it can help other people. Um, and at the same time, just letting it be. Like, I was watching the Charlie Sheen documentary, and he talked about HIV, and said that he was HIV positive, and he said something like, I don't want people to feel sorry for me. He said it in a very good way, that made sense, that he was just kind of just doing it for, like, he just basically said he didn't want people to feel sorry for him. That's not why he was doing it. Um, and yeah, so, I know a lot of people watch porn and don't like to admit it. And I had a hard time thinking that, and I was just always afraid of being judged. But I told my mentor, I told another friend of mine, and then I'm telling it here, but it's just being open with what you're struggling with, what you're working on. Hopefully it'll help, other people. But anyway, I don't know how I transitioned from that to the library, but we talked about also just men in general and suicide, and I told him about a situation where I had another sweater, the one that says "You're enough," and then in the back it says the person in front of you, something like it's telling you that is letting you know that you matter. And I remember I was going into a Bob Evans for an investor meeting, and this guy came behind me. I guess he was picking up like an Uber or a Postmates or something order, and he said, "Hey, I like your sweater." And we just started talking to him, and he's like, "I really needed to hear that." And I can just see the sadness in just the sadness in his body and his energy. And I offered him a hug, and he took it and gave him a hug, man to man. No gay stuff. Not that there's nothing wrong with that, but I think it was important. And I spoke to the guy at the library, and he's like, "Man, like, you might have been that person he needed that day." There was also, it kind of right now it's reminding me of the door salesman guy that just tells a bunch of jokes. As he's talking, he's a good salesman. He's the funny sales guy or something like that. And he spoke about how there was a lady he knocked the door on to try to sell, and she was just so pissed off at him. And he's like, "Don't shoot," something like, something funny. And she was still upset, and then eventually just kind of got her laughing, and ended up inviting him into his house. And he saw a gun on the table, and she said that she was ready to, like, end her life, and if it wasn't for him, she probably would have. And it's like those things, it's the stuff that we have to pay attention to, and we just think so much about our ego and our pride, and that people are doing stuff to piss us off because we're just so stressed. And it's just like, you just don't know what people are going through. And a lot more people need your optimism, your positive, your love, more than they're trying to just do something terrible or negative to you. And that's what you have to try to really understand and have empathy for. But I'm here at my view, and my arm's getting tired, but happy Halloween. And I was thinking today when I was walking, I was like, you know what, there's somebody out there that's having such a wonderful morning, and why can't it be us? There's somebody who's super excited, and we're getting some ducks. Oh, somebody scared them. I don't know if we have somebody coming, but I gotta get going. Let's be grateful. Let's make a decision to be happy today, and happy Halloween. Let's go.